social media is a high school, and in that environment, what was it like coming out as bisexual?
I'd say
Okay, a little backstory. I haven't sat down. This sun is so moody. I haven't sat down with my friend Elle Mills in a very long time, and the fact that I just said her full name means that she's really famous now. I haven't sat down with her in a very long time. She's been through a lot recently. She's came out on the internet, and she's opened up about her mental health. I wanted to sit down and I wanted to talk to her about that. Very raw, very real. That's why there's not many cuts in this video. There's not many distractions. There's not a lot. And just like this, the lighting on me is a little bit harsh in the video, so don't mind that. Just please pay attention to the words and what she is saying and the meaning that she is trying to put behind her actions and everything like that. I really hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, make sure you go down there, subscribe, like, and give it a big thumbs up for being Pookie still. Elle and I are still great, and if you want to see more videos from us in the future, let us know. But I wanted to give you guys a real and raw video just to show you that even if your full name is said every time somebody talks about you, you still are a person, you still have feelings, and you still, well, you feel things. And this is what Elle is feeling. I hope you enjoy.
When in the social media aspect part of it, I wasn't too worried. I'm not gonna lie, because it's almost like if you were to compare it to high school, it's like you have seen other kids do it before, and everyone was all accepting of it. So I knew that in this high school, I would have been more. I would have been accepted right away.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's like it's normal, but like I was thinking more in real life, like back home, like my actual high school friends and like family. That's what I was stressed about, and I was worried about. But in terms of social media, I had a feeling that it'd go well.
Yeah. Did you think that putting it online was harder for the family aspect then?
It was, for me, that was easier because I didn't have to do it face to face. Because that's how I came out to a lot of people in my life.
You just told the whole world. Okay, I think that's easier, which is weird now because nowadays we tell the whole world and we find that's easier than telling one person. Yeah. Which is crazy. I know, it's crazy. Now, on the side of the mental health part, how was that telling the world? Was that harder than coming out? Harder than coming out, but it's still... I'd still say it wasn't... I wasn't really worried about the social media part. Like that wasn't my number one stress. It was still like friends and family seeing this side of me. But also, I'd say definitely more than coming out because it's very raw. Like the stuff I say in that video is like just like real stuff, unfiltered. Like, unfiltered. Yeah. So like there was definitely a worry that I would get my words would be in the meaning of it and like it would get misinterpreted by social media. Like they would think I was ungrateful. Yeah. How do you find social media is like high school in the sense that they're the popular kids, there are the cliques, there's the nerds and the geeks? Like how do you see that it compares? I think it's very cliquey and the drama of it is very much like high school. Yeah. I mean, did you make diss tracks in high school? I mean, no. I feel like out of all people, you definitely might have. No, my brother made one on me. Oh, yeah? But he's in high school. Yeah. But it's just like jokes. Like it's funny. But yeah, it's like high school on crack. That's what I would like to describe it. It's because we have power because we're behind our phones. Yeah. And it's like people are watching this high school. Like there are like people like in an arena. Like it's like almost like if you were in an arena and the high school is in there and everyone's able to see what everyone's doing. It's like a zoo. Yeah. Exactly. It is like a zoo. Everyone's able to watch it, which is insane. Mm-hmm. It is like that, yeah. What was the first time you met influencers? First time, well, like besides you? Yeah, I would say like a lot of them at once. Okay, then it was Playlist DC with you. Yeah. Yes. Did you find that it was kind of like a high school party? Oh, 100%. Yeah. And I loved it. So Playlist DC was like, I was thriving. That was the best time of my life. Yeah? Because it was the first time I've ever experienced that, and it was just like, I was so Did they live up to your expectations? People? Yeah. Yes. Influencers? Yes. Really? Yeah. That's good though. Everyone was super nice and welcoming, but I would say it definitely clicked. I was like, oh, they're like
just like regular people. But now over time,
do you think it's because a lot of them have seen your videos, or do you think they were just genuinely nice?
I'd say the ones that were nice to me were the ones that had seen my videos. Yeah, because I know there are people that I had met at that convention that weren't that nice to me.
Yeah.
And now,
you want to name names?
No, because I love them now. I love them, but they were.
I'm just trying to make you uncomfortable.
Yes, but they weren't nice to me at that convention. But now they love me.
Yeah.
And I love them too, but like they weren't that nice to me then. I won't ever bring it up. But it's definitely. I don't know. I don't think I do that. But I do think if I know who they are and I had seen their stuff and I actually enjoy their stuff, I obviously want to become friends with them more.
Yeah, well, I also think there's a connection there because there's, no matter how big you are on social media, there's always like this social anxiety of like, even like, it doesn't matter who it is. If I see somebody, I'm not just automatically going to go up to them.
Yeah.
Especially if I don't know who they are.
Exactly.
Like,
but I did that all that convention. Like I was.
But you knew who they were.
I knew everyone there.
Right. So
no one knew who I was.
But when somebody comes up to you and you don't know them, it's obviously there's that barrier.
Yeah.
There's like always that. Oh, you got to put on this face, and then I don't know. I just think like that's when people are like, okay, I don't have time for this person, especially as an influencer at that thing. Because I think when we go there, we feel like we have to have the best time all the time.
Yeah.
At conventions, and so they're always in a different mood.
Yeah.
I don't know.
True.
People are different at conventions.
Yeah.
In high school.
Yeah.
Why do you think the hierarchy exists? Like, I don't even think it has to do with subscribers anymore. Like, why do you think people are placed above others in social media?
I think a little bit is popularity on YouTube, though.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be subscribers.
Even then, like,
it's just like who's well liked on YouTube.
But everybody has 1 million nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like having that, or like I couldn't tell you a lot of them who have like 7 million. Like I don't know this number.
Yeah, no,
you know
it's more
I mean?
like well respected.
Yeah.
I'd say well respected among creators are the ones that's where you're placed in the hierarchy. Like, yeah, if all the other, like, it doesn't matter what the people outside watching say almost. So it does a little bit, but I'd say more so within this social media high school, the way people are placed is depending on how many of the creators actually respect and like that creator, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't matter on how many necessarily like subscribers they have, but it's on how many creators like them.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It is crazy, but I do think that's very true. Yeah.
Oh, LA is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we all know my opinion on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't been to the London high school yet.
Yes.
I haven't been there yet.
London High School, I don't know.
I just remember going to conventions and seeing the London YouTubers, like the UK YouTubers. They don't talk to anybody else.
They're on their own.
They're
Yeah.
That's YouTube UK. Like that's its own thing. This is like they're the real special guests at this US convention. Mm-hmm. And then the Canadians are just we're just happy to be wherever we are.
Man. We do blend in with.
We're just like, oh my god, thank you so much for letting us be here. I'm not supposed to say. I'm sorry. I'm saying thank you, and we're grateful. Does it remind you of? I know you. Does it remind you of like Mean Girls or High School Musical at all?
Mean Girls more so. High School Musical's too PG.
Fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
There's a lot. It's just like vicious sometimes, the drama, and sometimes it's just really stupid, like the drama. I'm like, that's just a really dumb thing to be mad about, but.
Well, and when you look at it, and you're like, the only reason this is online right now is for ego and money.
Yeah.
There's otherwise just text it out or
exactly.
see each other, and that's wild.
And it's like using that power. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't have put it online if you didn't want to use that power. You know?
Either whether that person's name is clickable, or you are already clickable yourself, and that means that you can cause like, insanity. People do it.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think creates this environment? Like, do you think social media is enabling, or do you think it's toxic? You know what I mean?
It has its pros and cons.
Yeah. Like, do you think... I asked this the other day on Twitter. Do you think Twitter benefits you in any way? Or
it helps me, yeah, it does. It does, because it helps me get news. Like, that's how I find my news out. It helps me be connected to people I wouldn't otherwise be connected to.
Okay.
And I think it's a great communication tool. It's a great way to have a conversation.
When I asked people, the number one thing that they said was news.
Yeah. It is where I get my news.
Yeah. But then a lot of people were just like, it's really negative. There's a lot of negativity, and a lot of people also said it's where I can be myself. And I think like that right there is an unfiltered version of somebody that goes online, and then that's where the negativity comes from, and then it's just like, then it's a very dark circle.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure.
Yeah. What do you think fans lie in this whole conversation of like enabling toxic environment? Because I don't think a lot of and it sounds awful, but I don't think a lot of viewers understand that sometimes they can be toxic.
No, they are.
Yeah.
100%. It's because you're commentating on someone's existence. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a very weird. But then again, that person put themselves out there to be like talked about and commentated on.
Yeah.
And everything.
And when we post an Instagram picture, you don't post an Instagram picture you don't like it yourself.
Yeah.
So you're already waiting to get kind of like this boost of comments and everything, confidence and everything like that, and they're willing to do it.
Yeah.
Which not a lot of people understand, that sometimes a compliment can be the worst thing, because now it's a really hard time for people who don't understand. They put their phone back in their pocket and they walk outside, and next thing you know, they're not getting told they're perfect or extremely hot, or that they want to lick them. Like, and it's like the weirdest things, and it's just not like that when you put your phone in your pocket.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah,
it depends on the person, I guess. The effect of having fans, like it affects every person differently. I always wonder. I always say there are certain people I meet. I'm like, I compare them to a person I knew in high school. I'm like, oh, this YouTuber is this person from high school if they were famous. So like I see people, I see my friends, and I'm like, if they became famous, they would become like this YouTuber. Like that's how they would turn, because people change.
Oh, 100%. And whether it's money, whether it's fame, whether it's
it just depends what they were like before.
Yeah, and I do that with Friends characters. Yeah. All my friends, I relate them to like movie or TV characters.
I put them in. Yeah, it's so weird. I always put people new people I meet into high school groups. Yeah, from my high school. Yeah. Not
the social media high school.
No, not like the jocks or anything. Like, it would just be like this friend group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whether it's with mental health or just career, where do you go from here? Like, do you think you're gonna stay in social media? Do you think you're gonna go to the main? Is it even mainstream anymore? Mainstream television?
Yeah.
Because like YouTube and
I'm not too sure. I really don't know. I've been thinking, and it's tough to say because I'm not too sure. I do think I would still somewhat just be creating something, like creating some sort of video form. Where that is, I'm not sure.